Good morning and hi to all my friends at Charleston Day School. My name is Jacqueline Davis. I'm the author of the Lemonade War books. I had the idea for writing the Lemonade War because my two sons, Henry and Sam, got into a fight about a lemonade stand. They were arguing about it, and their fighting got louder and louder and louder, and Sam said, "If you won't let me be part of your lemonade stand, I'm just gonna go make a lemonade stand of my own across the street and I'll take all your business away from you." And when I heard him say that, I thought, oh, this is gonna turn into a lemonade war. Well, you already know how I chose a lemonade stand. It's because of the real life incident with my boys. But in terms of using the business terms, that just sort of happened naturally while I was writing the story. I didn't start out with that idea. I started to write a story about kids having a business, and in doing that, I kept kind of discovering all these interesting business terms that applied. And the more I thought about Jessie, the more I thought that she'd be the kind of person who actually would kind of figure some things out about business. In terms of putting those terms at the beginning of the chapter, I used them as the chapter titles, and then it was my editor who said, let's put that little definition right below the title so that kids will see exactly what that term means. So it was sort of a joint effort between me and my editor. And that's the way a lot of writing a book is. There's a lot of back and forth between the author and the editor to try to make the best book possible. The truth is that I use people from all parts of my life mixed up to create the characters. None of my characters is ever any one person. I don't do that. I don't just pick a person and then make a character that is exactly like that person. I take bits and pieces from lots of different people. And to be honest, the person I use the most is myself. I use my own thoughts, my own feelings, my own experiences from when I was younger, even to now, to help create these characters. So none of the characters is based on one person, but all of my characters are based on a group of people that I know. Well, I already talked about the business definition at the beginning of each chapter, and I talked a little bit about the change of point of view, but I want to make one more point about that. This is a story about a conflict, about a fight, about an argument that two people are having. And one of the things I wanted my readers to think about is the fact that every argument has 2 points of view, at least 2 points of view, sometimes more. And so it's really important for all of us, kids and grown-ups, to remember that when we're in the middle of an argument with someone and we feel really strongly about our side, remember that that person that we're talking to has a different perspective, has a different point of view, is looking at the argument in a different way. And I think that if all of us can work a little harder at trying to understand other people's points of view, that's going to help a lot of different conflicts resolve themselves. So that's why I chose to do it from Evan and Jessie's. I wanted the readers to say, oh, I understand what Evan's feeling. And then in the next chapter, oh, I understand what Jessie's feeling. And then in the next chapter, Evan, and then Jessie, back and forth, to understand that arguments always have different points of view.